Welcome back to Careful Boys. Today, we're talking about how Elon Musk is destroying the whole world.
Yay!
Destroying the world.
It was good while it lasted, world.
So yeah, Doge, USAID, all this stuff going on. Everyone's kind of having a freak out about it.
Oh, but he's taking down all of this long work, like this years and years of work that everyone's done.
Finding a lot of charity, Joes. A lot of charities out there. That.
What are the lesbians in Colombia gonna do now?
So that's
without their money.
That's kind of what everyone's sort of talking about. Well, it depends on where you're at, right? Like if you're watching CNN, you're just hearing about how all these charities around the world are about to lose all their money and hungry people are going to be hungrier.
Those are the narratives I've been hearing.
Yeah. Those are your circles? What's your circle?
Yeah, it just, he's destroying, I hear from everybody. He's destroying.
He's a fucking billionaire that doesn't want nonprofits and charities to feed hungry people. That's the real narrative.
The other one I heard too was like he kicked out Vivek because he doesn't like Indian folks. That's what I heard too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. Honestly, I'm kind of.
He's got Indian hate in his heart.
Paralyzed. I need
to turning sides.
I'm not turning sides. I just want to. Hear.
Do you feel like their ethos for like being government efficient? They look at themselves and they're like, "There's two of us. We only need one." And then one had to sacrifice themselves.
Maybe. I just feel like I think people can't get over the Zig Heil, the Heil Hitler. I think people are looking that no matter what he's doing, it's maybe through the lens of him heiling Hitler. So everyone's like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You guys think he was heiling Hitler? Pretty good?
Like, you mean like in his heart or physically?
Yeah.
That is a Heil Hitler emote if I ever saw one.
I don't know what his intention is, and I'm not gonna talk another man's intention.
That is a Heil Hitler Fortnite dance.
Yeah. To be honest, I have a say.
What's your say?
You know what my family is. You know my wife. What their religion.
Give us the background.
Just say it.
He's just an awkward dude.
He's an awkward dude.
He had no idea how to express his emotions.
How does your Jewish family feel about
Is that what they're saying? What do they say?
Do they feel like this guy
They all laughed. They didn't say nothing crazy. They're just like, oh, whatever. They don't believe it was that.
I'm gonna let the Jews lead with this because they're the ones.
I'm gonna take a back seat on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm a backseat.
You know why?
No, we should stand up for them because they don't have voices. We should say stuff.
But we're Asian, bro.
Dancer? Jesus Christ, what a dancer thing to say.
We're Asian. They got more power than us.
Zig Heil right now.
No, I'm not gonna zig Heil, dude. I'm chilling. I'm chilling on it.
You won't do it. You won't do it.
I will say this though. Like you guys know Emmanuel Macron, right? He was the president. He's the president of France.
Yeah, and his wife is a man.
He did the same shit.
Yeah, and his wife is a man.
Wife's a man.
No, that's so stupid. And nobody said shit about it.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah.
Same exact shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You think it's
Enthusiastic, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He said, "I give you my heart" or whatever, and everyone's gonna say I'm fucking sucking Elon's dick about this. By the way, that is the same shit.
No.
But you know what though? To play devil's advocate, the speed of which from here to here, I think that's what people are like. Yo, that's crazy.
Did he do like a 180 and go this way too?
I don't know. I only saw the two.
Listen to the cat. He says, "I give you my heart," and then he does that. You heard the full clip.
Yeah, but that's what Hitler says too. I give you my heart.
But they're not showing you the full clip.
They don't show the full clip.
No. But I think what seals the deal for people is he was donating to a group that's allegedly a white supremacist group in. Was it Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, the A13 or whatever the fuck it's called.
So they're tying those things and be like, see, okay, if that was approved, now that shows like clearly because he spoke at this group's rally.
I heard for the last like 8 years that the Republican Party is a white supremacist group too. So like I always just put a little bit of dollop of speculation on top of that.
A dollop
of skepticism, perhaps.
That's such a white word. Dollop.
Thank you.
I've heard fucking.
It's usually used with sour cream.
I've heard Republicans call Obama Hitler.
Absolutely.
Everybody's Hitler. They call everybody Hitler so much that it's like, I don't even care.
It
anymore.
lost its meaning.
Yeah, it did lose its meaning.
They need to do some new shit like.
Although Kanye kind of had some interesting things to say about that today.
Did he whisper it to his wife on the red carpet?
And was she butt naked with her fucking pancakes spread out?
Did she write it on her tits?
No, Kanye said, and I'm not kidding actually, believe it or not.
I heard he's backing up Diddy too. I heard that. I heard that he's doing both.
No, his tweet, dude, he is like all night last night going off. This morning I saw it. He says, Hitler was so fresh,
No way.
I'm not kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
Call me Adolf Hitler and your bitch still wants to fuck.
This is from
He wrote Hitler was so fresh
Thank you.
Where did he write this?
on Twitter.
Oh.
Last night. He's like going off all night. But the craziest
Well,
one.
this guy did like 100 tweets.
The craziest
last night.
one, he actually said, "I love Hitler." Where is it?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and he's posting Sean John merch.
Yeah, he went.
Shut the fuck up.
So there's some Hitler stuff here. And what about that UFC guy? That's some Hitler stuff.
Oh, the Bryce Mitchell one. That one's crazy.
That's some Hitler
Did you
stuff.
see what Dana White did? So Dana White's the president of the UFC, and usually every time he does a press conference, he usually talks about like, all right, our event did this number, we did $200,000 at the gate, we had so and so $1 million pay-per-view buys, whatever. He comes out and he's like, off the top, I have to just get some things out the way, and he's talking about he's like, Bryce Mitchell is the dumbest guy I have ever met. And he just kept doubling down how stupid he was.
Yeah.
And then he lists all the stats of the Holocaust of like...
Why did he have to distance himself from Bryce Mitchell? What happened?
Oh, Bryce Mitchell came out basically saying that Hitler wasn't so bad.
Like Hitler was a chill guy. He was like, yo, Hitler, he's the type of feller I wouldn't want to go fishing with. And his whole thing, his whole basis is like, he's like, the Jews were turning Germans gay. He's like, they were turning them gay. No, for real. And he goes, they had the first transgender like surgery was, look it up where it was. It was in Germany, and it was the Jews. And then so his whole thing is like, we got to get rid of like, he was just trying to rid his country of the Jews.
Weimar Republic.
Wow.
So like that's what he was like going down a rabbit hole of.
That's what I'm saying when I go like, okay, yeah, that person's probably like a Nazi, right?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty good evidence, right? Or like Kalyne being like, I love Hitler. That's Hitler's fucking tight.
That's a good example.
I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then people go like, Elon goes, I give you my heart, and he like fucking starts doing that shit. I'm like, he literally is just an autistic dude who's wilding out.
You know what the thing is about Kanye though? He's like, oh, everybody got a huge reaction when Elon talked about Hitler. He's like, I'm gonna try my shit. I'm gonna see how far I can push this.
But then aren't you excusing Kanye right now and saying that like you're like, oh, he's not really a Nazi. Don't worry, guys.
For sure.
Because he doesn't work in the government.
Yeah, no, that's what people are saying, right? It's like this guy's just a rapper. He has no quote unquote like real power besides culture or whatever, right? But then you see he's not working the Doge government agency.
But then so then they're pissed about what? So he's in there. They go, he's a Nazi now. He does this I give you my heart thing, which I just showed you. Macron did the same exact fucking thing. And then they go, he's a Nazi now. So what's he gonna do? He's like rooting out government corruption. He found out that they were spending 1.5 million to advance diversity, equity, inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business communities. $70,000 for production of a DEI musical in Ireland. 2.5 million for electric vehicles.
Wait. Did you say a DEI musical in Ireland?
Yeah, in Ireland, yeah.
Sounds kind of fire.
What does that mean?
Pretty good.
That's awesome. Sounds kind of fire.
Wait, how much for that?
2.5 for electric vehicles. 2.5 million for electric vehicles from Vietnam.
I'm fucks with this. Vietnam.
Vietnam.
7,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia. 32,000 for a transgender comic book in
I
Peru.
want to see the comic book.
Wait, a comic book?
Comic book.
Yeah,
Why are they? Oh, okay.
in Peru.
Real quick though, the Elon doing this thingy.
Yeah.
You know when you get your first beginner class choreographers. You know when you do your beginner class and you see a bunch of students doing choreography, they're mad stiff. You know
Super
what I'm saying?
awkward, yeah.
Right, but you get your intermediate advanced class, they're mad.
Okay.
So if we
Hey, let him cook.
let me
this
cook
is kinda
real
fire.
quick. If we do this move, okay, advanced. This is advanced class. Goong, goong, slow, ha, ha.
Wow, look at those
now
moves.
we do beginner class.
Point of view when you do this.
Sorry, we do beginner class.
Ooh, that
You
looks.
know what I'm saying? It's stiff. Elon Musk is just a beginner dance student.
I'll say he doesn't look like a dancer to me, you know?
We did say here last time he just needs a movement coach.
Look at that fucking.
Look at that.
No, it's up and arms
That's a
about
fucking
this.
Nazi. That's a fucking Nazi.
That's
Look how hard the ridge hand is.
not the same. Not the same.
I think what Steve is saying though is
What's the intention behind it?
Exactly.
how common is the Zig Heil? Did Hitler steal it?
Look, I don't think Elon meant it in his heart, but I will say if I was a Nazi soldier and I saw his enthusiasm with that move, I would go to war.
Yeah, for real.
That's what it is.
He rallied me up.
Also, too, if I already think Elon is a white supremacist or whatever, an evil guy,
It plays into your
as
narrative.
soon as I see that, I'm like, this guy is a Nazi. And then people are saying like, oh, he's liking stuff on X that are like Nazi related. This is what people say, but it's like, what are the tweets? I don't know.
It's called a cognitive bias.
I still think like even no matter what he decides to do in the government is not affected by how many times he does this shit. He's gonna do what he's gonna do, but
who are we to say that's Nazi shit? That he's saying Nazi shit. Like, who are we at the end
I
of the day?
think when people say Nazi shit, you should call them out for it.
Yeah.
Like we just did about what's his cat?
The Bryce Mitchell guy.
Bryce Mitchell guy.
Everyone called him out. We're like, you're being a fucking dumbass.
Yes.
His own boss and his whole thing. Like the thing about Dana White, he's like, I'm all about free speech. I'll never fire anybody if they say some wild shit. And he actually respects it. But he's like, I'm gonna talk some shit about you, and he was saying to everyone, was like, if you want to see him get knocked out, there's a good chance he might get knocked out his next fight. So, everybody wins. If you don't like
I want to parlay that one.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
it's definitely a gotcha moment though. Not like gotcha, you're a Nazi secretly, because I don't think you need to be. But it's just
I heard people say Elon clearly does that as a joke with his buddies all the time, and he's doing it on stage now. I'm like, dude, but that context is like when you're joking with your buddies, it's not like I give you my heart, bros. Like I just don't. I don't know. People are nuts.
because he seemed very excited.
People see what they want to see, though. We're in politics, right? Everyone's in a museum. We're all looking at the same painting. We all have different interpretations of it. Right?
That's the interesting part that I've been saying about all this.
What you take with you.
Is how much they're convinced of their illusion when they don't even know this individual. Like, you could fill in the blanks all you want, but people are fucking convinced. Like, they're like, oh, I see it. You guys don't see
Or
it.
they
You're
think it's
fucking,
like-
you're blind. You don't see the fucking Nazi? That's a motherfucking Nazi.
And they think it's like a case closed. They're like, we got him.
We got him. Oh,
No,
shit. We
you
got to
gotta
be such a Nazi.
You
And
got
it's
him on
like-
an oopsie, but it's not
Yeah.
like, whatever.
But he's like, but you don't see all the clues? How blind can you be? He's fucking speaking at this fucking Nazi rally. He's like doing all this stuff at Doge that's like taking away fucking rights of people of minority and fucking LGBTQ.
We're Nazis for saying that he's not a Nazi.
Exactly.
But it is, you know what? It is getting to be a little bit like when Joe Rogan was trying to ask that guy, doesn't it look like a controlled explosion? I'm not saying it is, but doesn't it look like it? And the guy couldn't even say it looks like it. I think you have to fucking say what that looks like.
yeah.
But you don't have to say it means anything.
Right.
But you know what the fuck that is. If that was an iPod commercial and you saw the silhouette, you'd think it's Hitler.
Yeah. You could freeze frame AOC going like this
Yeah.
and saying, doesn't it look like a
But it,
SIG?
but it doesn't have to.
See, if somebody just cut to you right now and took that out of context and just didn't even play your audio,
Yeah.
right? They could just do Joe's
They're like,
doing
Joe's
that.
a fucking Nazi!
And that's kind of what they're doing.
And
right
you
now.
know, they'll tie the dots.
Yeah,
They'll be like,
it doesn't have
hey,
to mean anything.
Joe is Japanese. They were the fucking Axis powers. He wants the fucking empire of the rising sun coming back and everything. you
Oh,
know?
that'd be good. We could all play like.
He's an employer at JK News.
I'm not an employer.
They're not employed.
I am a slave owner. That's a completely
How'd you end
different
up with
thing.
so many employees then?
I am not an employer.
Doesn't deny Nazism. I am not an employer.
But I might be a
It would be
Nazi.
cool if they watched everything that he does as closely as that 2-second clip.
know.
Yeah, I agree completely.
See, that's the problem we at now, man.
Tell him.
It's just all of a sudden everyone's a freaking doctor. Everyone's a COVID specialist. Everyone's a freaking history fucking specialist. Social study like who?
You're right, you're right.
Y'all just need to go back to working at your Starbucks.
Like, majority of the comments under any Neil deGrasse Tyson clip is calling him an idiot.
That's wild. That's fucking funny.
Today's society, like,
That is today's
he
society.
devoted his life to science or whatever, and everyone's like, this guy's done no shit.
He's a nerd. Fuck him.
Also, if he's telling me that his Jewish wife and family like aren't offended or think that it's serious, it's like, who's angry?
White women.
Oh yeah.
But I hate Elon.
Reddit moderator.
Well, there's stickers now. They put Teslas saying, "I bought this car before I realized Elon was crazy." Like, you saw
One of my
that, right?
buddies. One of my buddies. Oh, he's one of my clients, and he was like, he has a Tesla, and he goes, I have to park far away now because the yoga place I go to, everybody looks at me funny because I have a Tesla. And I was like, seriously? I'm like, is that a real thing, or is that
I
what
swear
people
to
are
God,
really
you know
giving
what,
a shit about?
Such a waste of energy, dude.
A lot of people start hating anybody when they become politicians. Because look at what happened to Arnold. Like, when he became the governor.
Yeah.
Like, I remember he did a speech at some university, and all the students, during his speech, they organized to turn around.
Yeah.
So they just all at one, they said, okay, go. And then they all just fucking turned their backs on him. And I was like, why? Like, what does that prove? What does that he's been Arnold. Like, we all knew he was Pete Davidson's fucking puppet, but it's Arnold. Why hate him?
David? Pete Davidson?
I agree.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson is. Wait, Pete David.
The former governor? Or was that
Gray Davis.
Gray Davis? No, the former governor was before.
His name was also Pete Davidson?
I thought it
No,
was.
Gray Davis.
Okay, never mind.
I was like, say,
He's the guy who he beat him in the recall.
Yeah, Governor Gray Davis.
I love Pete Davidson.
I actually thought you were talking about how Chris Pratt is like fucking his daughter, because he is. I think they're married though. I think
Chris
they're
Pratt is fucking a Schwarzenegger?
married to Schwarzenegger's daughter. Yeah.
That does sound familiar,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're fucking pretty good, I heard. But no, so check this out. USAID also, right? This was uncovered by Doge. $310 million of taxpayer money to start a Palestinian cement factory. The project was a private venture by a company called Sanad to create cement mills and factories, helping Hamas build tunnels in Gaza. So, like, again, here's your Nazi. He's trying to help Israel find out about what's going on with the terror tunnels. I just don't, it's just tough. It's tough for me to, I can't get.
He's not a very good Nazi when you really look into it.
No, and he just went to Israel like 6 months ago and visited with Netanyahu, and they looked at the whole situation in Gaza and shit. So yeah, I don't know. I just go like,
Well, some would
Steve
say.
Green's going like that. He's a and I'm like, well, that's probably pretty true.
Guess 1996. Guess who else helped the Hamas?
Who?
Look it up. 96.
Tell him, we got time.
China.
Oh,
China.
okay. Okay.
Oh, look it up. China!
Chill, dude.
All right, man. My bad, dude.
Come on.
What does that mean?
But some people will call Netanyahu Nazi. So it's like,
I don't know how.
Everybody's been called
dude,
Nazi.
everyone
Doesn't
throws
matter.
that word around.
Yeah.
Netanyahu's probably a better looking Nazi than Elon.
Oh my God.
Sometimes in some of his speeches, you're like, this guy is Zigao energy,
But you know who's actually worse than Hitler? Mao. He killed like 60 million people.
Dude.
And then I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that sucks for Jews, right? But like, let's compare 60 million to what, 6 mil? I don't know.
Who did we partner with to defeat Hitler? The guy
China.
Not Russia, brother.
Russia?
The USSR, my guy.
China was on the US side too.
They were killing the shit out of people. It was crazy.
Ultimate partnership, dude.
Well,
China was just worried about
be honest-
Japs.
Russia won the war.
Oh yeah, Stalin was a huge reason why we defeated Germany.
Oh
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
You like Stalin, right?
Big fan? Big up.
But see,
No, I like his
but
will.
I've seen people say that, just pointing that out. They're like, "Oh, but you like the Russians?" Then it's like, brother, that's just history, dog.
Yeah.
It's just what
that's
happened.
the stupid those. That was the Soviets. You know what I mean? That's like calling the Germans today Nazis. It's like, are people that dense that they don't understand that cultures and people in power change?
Yeah.
And they think one country is one ethnic group that forever stays the same? That's the stupidest
Still the
shit.
revolutionaries. We're still the revolutionaries.
It's like at a time of like uncertainty, people are just want to define stuff ASAP. Like it's just like when we go, "Hello, officer." Oh, you bootlicker. It's like you just become something every time you do something, and it's like there's no more nuance anymore.
You bootleg.
Yeah.
What does the world come to?
Well, I think it's because the loudest people are the idiots.
I think
so
people-
it
people are
sounds
just scared.
like
Yeah.
everyone that's actually contributing and saying something loud, they're the dumbest ones.
They're just scared right now.
Everybody wants answers,
We're loud-ish, but there are things that I'm like, man, some things I'm like, okay, wait, did that person really commit that crime? Oh, I probably shouldn't point that out because I don't want to like catch a fucking bunch of smoke and like have people destroy my life over it. Stuff like that.
And it's like the same thing where because people hate Elon so much, if you don't hate him, then you love him. And it's like, what? No, I don't even care. But like, I just don't hate. I'm not obsessed with
I
hating.
think he's funny. It's like Trump. I think he's funny, and I think he's done some good shit.
Yeah.
Simple as.
Well, if you don't talk shit about
He's a genius.
I think genius also means you're crazy. Only crazy people can do genius things. But if you're crazy, you also probably have some like not so genius things about your life.
Balances.
But hating him shouldn't get in the way of like analyzing what things he's doing that could be beneficial to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no emotional.
But having positive things to say about either one doesn't mean you worship them. Because I mean, like, they're both built like E.T., right? Like Trump and Elon. Have you seen them? They both look like E.T., but tall. And then, like,
I never thought about that.
E.T. but tall.
yeah, they do. Like, from the neck down, they look like they have E.T. body.
ET body for
I
sure.
love my
Can you
Tesla.
describe it? How would you describe it?
I love my Tesla. I don't give a fuck what
Wait.
yoga people or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you want me to cut that?
Do you want to cut
You
it?
sure you want that on the record?
Do you want to keep this part in where Steve
What
is
what if the dance community finds out that you like your Tesla?
Dance community already hates me.
Hey, let's be honest though. At the end of the day, crazy people it makes history.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like Kanye.
Better or worse?
Say.
Like Mao.
Hard to say, dude.
Like Mao.
I'll tell you right now, Subin,
I
you're
get what
making
you're
history.
saying. Hey, I get what you're saying.
Hey, we got you, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Psycho people make history.
Like Matt.
Kim Il Sung. Kim Il Sung. Oh, you like Kim Il Sung?
I don't even know who that is.
Yes, yes.
No.
It's Kim Jong Il's dad.
He's a guy in Tekken. Just think he's a guy
He
from
made,
Tekken.
he made the first burrito. See, and people hate on him for that.
Mexicans will hate on him for that.
The wheat
People just want
burrito.
to say he was the shittiest guy in the world, but he wouldn't be eating a burrito without him.
The North Korean Supremo. North Korea.
North Korean crunchy wrap. Fire. Supreme.
One of the people who escaped North Korea, they brought it to Mexico.
Yeah, and that's how it started.
And they don't call it a Mexican pizza, they call it a North Korean
No,
pizza.
I'm not claiming that. I don't know anything about burritos right now.
What was the name? Kim Sung Il?
Heritage. That's your heritage.
Saw
Type it
it,
in
but
Google.
you know,
That's what you did to me.
regardless if it's correct, they're not gonna believe it.
Look it up. Look it up. Hey,
That's what you did to me.